Hey, Joy Gina here. So, this week, what we're talking about is project avoidance creep, which is a word I completely, set of words I just made up while I was writing this recent article because I found it so interesting. We have this lie that comes across so often, I've found in the neurodiverse community, that goes something like this project is going to take forever. Oh my gosh, I don't even have enough time to start this. I'll just put it over there. I'll get to it later. Which, because we don't then open our calendar and place it somewhere, really means it's going on a pile of, oh my gosh, I'm going to handle that right before it's due, or forget about it, or turn it in late. And now that we know that, we can do better about that. And so that's what I'm talking about this week is I'm talking about that thing that happens that I'm going to get to that later comment. And that's really a lie from your anxiety. And it kind of comes from a place of not knowing exactly where to start typically, or thinking something's going to take an amount of time. But then project anxiety creep gets in there and says, no, it's really going to take like, oh my gosh, so much time. When in reality, it really is only going to take a half hour. But project anxiety creep makes it feel like it's going to take, it could be like 5 weeks, like it could take 10 hours. I just don't have that. That's the lie of project anxiety creep and your anxiety. So I tell a great story about my dad. And every from January 1st to April 15th, which, if you don't know, is tax time, my dad would basically be unavailable. As I became an adult, for sure, he was unavailable because he was doing taxes. And this literally was a comment he made all the time. You could call me and be like, I can't talk long. I'm working on taxes. He didn't own multiple businesses. This was a single person with a job. I have since learned owning multiple businesses and needing to do taxes for all of that. It does. It takes a bit of time, but I have created systems in place so that it doesn't take me that much time, and I accumulate all of that data and I put it into the little spots that it belongs for my accountant, and he makes sense of that data, and it's a wonderful process. So I have added a person, I have added tools and systems for that to be successful, and I have had years of success with it. It does not eat up months of my life, and nor do I allow it to create that much anxiety that I am not going to see the people that matter to me, and I am going to sequester myself in my house and not come out for months because I'm doing taxes. I know that that's where my dad's anxiety was at, and for him being able to say that meant that we would leave him alone for a while, and that's really what he wanted because his anxiety was just so bad. And I get it, but I want you to have better solutions than that, and to be able to have that time and energy back that gets robbed from us when we are being consumed by that project anxiety creep. So, right now, because it is tax time and so many people are kind of dealing with that, I have 5 fabulous steps that I want to outline. So, the easiest way to deal with your project being kidnapped by your anxiety, which I talk about in the article, is step one is you identify that anxiety has kidnapped your project and you go and take it back. And to rescue it, you need to actually ask for additional help until you get the right and by right I mean systems that work for you. You need to ask for a little bit of help creating those systems and get a little bit of guidance on that. And it can just be as simple as asking a significant other. It can also be a matter of asking a coworker to help you break down, or maybe you have a friend that's really good at project management. Those are the people that you reach out to and be like, do you have 10 minutes? I need to walk through this project. I need to create an outline and the steps I need to do. There are also some incredible tools, and that's part of step two, is taking and breaking that project down. Step three is having that outline in written format in a way that you can see it. I don't care if you type it up. I don't care if you handwrite it up. I don't care if you metacog it up. You just need it in some kind of writing. What are the steps so that you can cross them off as you're getting them done? And so you can tell your brain and the anxiety, here's the next thing we're going to do. And if your brain says, oh my gosh, that's too big, we don't have time, break that next step down a little further. That's the hint. It's too big. Break it down a little bit more so you can cross off some more things and feel a little more productive about it. All good. Step four, keep taking action as soon as possible. Once you've got that outline, you just take some actions. You schedule it, put it in your schedule if you're able to do that, and that's something you're comfortable with. You time block time for it. You just start taking some action on it. And step 5 is you keep up the momentum. Once you get started, think of yourself as a rock rolling down a hill. You just want to keep up that momentum and not stop until the project is done. Who knows, even before its due date, or at least on time. Wouldn't that feel absolutely amazing? So I understand, in the neurodiverse community, dyslexic ADHD brains, man, I get it. That project that project kidnapping from anxiety, it's real and it really happens. And doctors talk about it in terms of executive function, and that is what it is the ability to break those things down. If we want to grow and expand that, though, in our brains, we have to start teaming up with other people that can help us and utilizing tools to help support us, because that's not often a natural default thing for us. So embrace your beautiful brain, but give it some support and love. Thanks for joining me. And if you want more of these kind of details, check out my YouTube channel. Bye.